have some fun, guys.
Look, I see good, bro.
I'm good, bro.
Just make a small donation, bro, please.
No, I feel you. You doing your thing. You doing your thing. He knows me from the gas station. Just the downshifts are just unreal, guys. Mitsubishi Outlander. Guys, I was watching a classic YouTube channel called Super Speeders. And it was the funniest thing. They ran a prank on each other to see who could get a ticket first. So the first guy, Matt, he goes right behind a state trooper in Pennsylvania and he passes a car on the shoulder, so he gets pulled over right away. Then the second guy, Rob, he's in a like modified Corvette and he sees Matt pulled over on the side of the road, so he decides to do like 100-something plus past the cop. And the cop right now is literally at Matt's window trying to give him the ticket. And instead of giving him the ticket, he says, "Oh, it's your lucky day." And he goes, chases after Rob in the Corvette. It's hilarious, guys. Good, guys, we are in South Atlanta. We had to come to the library here on MLK because we have a library pass that allows us to get access to events and places like the Chattahoochee Nature Reserve, so we had to return the pass. And now you guys are going to get a unique drive on the way back that you normally don't get to see. So today has been an interesting day. Bloomberg posted an interview with Donald Trump. The interview actually happened in June, and it's so funny that they posted it today. Donald Trump said that Taiwan should pay us to defend them. And there was also some news around Biden and some restrictions on exports and imports. So a lot of that drove a downward trend in the stock market for companies like Nvidia, which is truly unfortunate, but I think there will be a pullback going into Friday at least. And if you want to know more about these things and hear about like what we're trading, some investment research, some investment education, definitely check out the Discord, guys. It's linked in the description. We have over 80 early access members now. There's 250, almost 260 regular members, but only the early access members can actually see the content. And to become an early access member, it's $9.99 a month if you sign up on your laptop or PC. If you sign up on your mobile phone, like an iPhone, it's $13.49, and that's because Apple charges a premium on top when you subscribe through an iPhone. So definitely try to sign up from a laptop or PC. But we are posting plays regularly, and you know, when things like geopolitical events happen or interviews come up with significant people that can drive the price of stocks up and down, you want to know about those things. You want to know why it's happening. You know, how did it impact options? How did it impact stocks? And all of that will be available in the channel. Not only that, in the Discord channels, you'll find educational topics. So, you know, how to set up options trading, how to set up pattern swing trading. It'll just be a community, I think, that you'll realize it's not just me educating others, it's the community themselves also educating each other, which is really cool to see. But enough about that, guys. Let's get some driving in. So it just rained before this. It's dried up already. I was gonna try and see. I'm still waiting to get some drifting footage for you guys, but we'll see. You'll realize in Atlanta, people don't know what the zipper merge is, and in Europe, people know how to merge like a zipper when you zip up a jacket. It's one after another, and here in Atlanta, it's really just a free-for-all. You can tell that Ford Focus is just going for it. Cops were way back in the city. And you can tell there's so much space between people, it's just crazy. This Nissan Maxima is doing probably 35 miles an hour. Reason for all this traffic. It sounds so good, guys. No burble on. Same idea. But at least I use my turn signal, guys. The semi's full. How is he gonna get in the left lane? What's gonna happen there for that truck? For those of you asking about the exhaust, the modifications, it's always listed in the video description, guys. The car is not stock, it's just not tuned. Probably was that semi-truck's fault. Nice little Z3, Z4, guys, you tell me. Let's have some fun, guys. Once more, guys, once more. We're getting on I-20 East, guys. Normally we would take 85 north to come back from South Atlanta, but we're going east. Might be because of less traffic. Put it back in all-wheel drive mode, guys. Just the downshifts are just unreal, guys. Mitsubishi Outlander. Guys, I was watching a classic YouTube channel called Super Speeders. And it was the funniest thing. They ran a prank on each other to see who could get a ticket first. So the first guy, Matt, he goes right behind a state trooper in Pennsylvania and he passes a car on the shoulder, so he gets pulled over right away. Then the second guy, Rob, he's in a like modified Corvette and he sees Matt pulled over on the side of the road, so he decides to do like 100-something plus past the cop. And the cop right now is literally at Matt's window trying to give him the ticket. And instead of giving him the ticket, he says, "Oh, it's your lucky day." And he goes, chases after Rob in the Corvette. It's hilarious, guys. pulled over a truck for once. He might be getting arrested, guys. He's up against the truck. So we're now, instead of going through and going through the city, we took a recent exit closer to downtown because Waze will do that when the traffic is really bad. You'll go through inner city roads rather than the highway. I think this is a Shell gas station that can be pretty sketchy at night, guys, but it has ethanol. I know that it has ethanol. I know exactly where we are. Yep, you got French pit bulls, you got a chicken wings place, there might be a strip club across the street. You know you in the hood. Oh, the club's closed down, guys. Too bad. So now we're going to be coming through downtown to get back into Midtown, guys, just to give you an idea of where we are in the city. These roads aren't the best. I'm not swerving. Actually, I am swerving, but I'm not drunk. Just trying to avoid the potholes. I need that as a bumper sticker, guys. Or even a shirt. What do you think? Oh boy, took the wrong turn, guys. Let's see if I can make it. This is quite a weird intersection, guys. That actually might be Fulton County's jail. Or one of them. For Atlanta, I think. It's not Rice Street. You know what, guys? We'll just take this right. Got Alabama dealer plates. Interesting. One of my favorite movies, guys, with Dave Chappelle. He's actually coming to Atlanta, and the DDATL Exotics crew, we have a private comedy show with him, which is pretty cool. But Dave Chappelle is one of my favorite comedians, and in his movie Half Baked, he says, you know, we're not drug dealers, we're fundraisers. And that's one of the funniest quotes of all time. And then in Rush Hour with Chris Tucker, he goes up to some dude in the bar, and Chris Tucker's a police officer. He goes up to him and he's smoking something. He's like, what is this? This is a joint? This is a weed? Guy says, oh, it's a cigarette. He says, oh no, this is a cig of weed. Yeah, the Rush Hour movies, guys, those are classics too. You guys will see the Georgia Capitol building, I think, as we pass by it. These are all government buildings. And over here, the police are the protective services for Georgia, as well as GSP, which is Georgia State Patrol. Wow. That was kind of random. I'm gonna see if I can show you guys the Capitol here, if I can see it. That's the National Deal Judicial Center. Pretty interesting. I'm trying to think We did a 5K here and we ran right through this area. It's beautiful. It's a big clearing with a lot of park area. And I think there's a stadium here, right? I think there's a stadium over here. Is it the basketball stadium? State Farm? Mercedes-Benz? Yeah, I think the Mercedes-Benz stadium is here, guys. Got some power station work going on. Yeah, these roads aren't the best, as I said, guys, so you gotta be careful as you drive through them. Look, we're gonna come back on Martin Luther King all the way in Atlanta again. We are hopping on the highway, aren't we? 75, right back on the highway, guys. Little detour. And there's the Georgia Capitol, guys. You can see the gold roof. There's a lot of federal buildings here, so it's not just state government buildings, there's also federal government buildings. I think there's a federal courthouse here. And when you come downtown to downtown Atlanta, it really feels soulless because it's just basically government buildings and a lot of commercial property that is not really utilized. So there's not much like flair. There's not as many people walking around. It feels very kind of sanitized and sterile. Kind of that Matrix energy that I talk about. See if we can get through here. This is so funny to be getting back on the highway, guys. But that's how it is in Atlanta. I have a life coaching call at 6 o'clock, so we're trying to get back, do a workout at our apartment, and then try to make the video really quickly. Each day has been so busy, guys, so jam-packed. Tonight I'll be posting more plays on the Discord, more investment research, more investment education, and you guys are really missing out if you don't join, I'm telling you. So now we're getting on 75 North, guys. If this car ever makes it. Look at that MARTA going by. That's pretty cool. I love seeing that, the train going by. To this day, guys, 5 years I've been here, I haven't ridden on MARTA, so I still don't know what that's like. So as you can tell, we have like traffic lights to help the flow of traffic for people merging onto the highway. I think that's a southern thing. I've never really seen it in the Northeast. really have to be assertive in Atlanta traffic to get through. I mean, we could get to the HOV lane, that would be the goal. HOV lane allows 2 or more people in the car. And you gotta just make sure you use your turn signals and get over. Okay, truck wants to be a dumbass. Ugh, good job. And he ended up behind a Clayco crime scene investigator, which is hilarious. He was about to cause his own crime scene. Let's see how mad this truck driver is as we go by. Let's see what type of person is in there. Oh, the Under Armour hat? Yeah, definitely some white dude. And look, now he's stuck behind there as we went past him. Oh, is that a dog? Oh my gosh. Alright guys, we're back at it. GoPro overheated after about 20 minutes of 4K 60 FPS, which happens, so not a big deal. This is the typical Atlanta traffic, you know, multiple lanes, all clogged up. What you'll also hear in Atlanta through the whole day and night is the sound of Chargers, the V8s, the Scat Packs, sometimes Hellcats. It's so funny, like that's just the signature sound of the city. Trackhawks, Hellcats, Scat Packs, all the time, just whipping it through the city. You don't really hear too many M4s and M3s, funny enough. Pop, snap, crackle, pop. You know, when people say ricers, that term rice, it has a really negative connotation. Usually means something that's like poorly modified to look like really kind of like a cheap kind of looking race car. It has more to do with the JDM and Japanese scene, where rice, you know, kind of like rice, like people in Japan eat rice. I also think it has to do with like Rice Krispies, right? With like snap, crackle, pop. People with pop tunes, that's called riced out. When you put like AutoZone parts on your car, like fake grills and fake vents, like that's called riced out. I think that stuff is so funny. It's definitely the people who are just getting into cars and they want to like customize their car, but they don't really know what they're doing. And you know, those people could be really earnest and have good intentions, but they just don't know what they're doing. So it turns into them getting bullied because their cars are called riced out, and it can be really funny. But there is something to be said about having taste, guys, and not overdoing things in anything in life. Just Trying to keep it simple and clean. I know that there are people that don't like the wing, but I love it. I think it goes with the car so well. It's not overdone. We might be able to have some fun on this I'm good, bro.
Let's make a small donation, bro, please.
No, I feel you. I feel you. You doing your thing. You doing your thing. He knows me from the gas station.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
If you need more protein, Amazon's having a Prime Day.
That's true. Well, no, we have tons of protein. We have 2 jars that you got.
Just anything else that we need. But it's going to be so I can't say.
All right, guys, we're almost done with the footage. I'm gonna see if we can get a little bit more, and then we'll call it a day. As you can tell, guys, my style with these videos has always been continuous shots, really simple editing, and being consistent. So no matter what platform you're on, if you're consistent and your quality is high, and I think, you know, you're looking for a certain audience. I'm not looking to get people with low attention spans, even though that's most of us these days. If you're just consistent, if you post, I started with a video every few weeks, then I did once every 3 days, and then I'm doing it daily now, and it's really grown the channel. I'll cut it here, guys. Hope you have a great Wednesday, and let's close this week out strong. Let's go.